Hi, good afternoon. Today I'm going to talk about if I agree or disagree with the article Food Can Live Today by Paul Wilson. So I agree with his idea, and I am studying psychology. And after my classes, well, people have agree about people can feel in a negative way, can start to overeat. That is one of the three disorders, the eating disorders. So overeating is about eat a lot of big amounts of food in a short time. So the person when is feeling anxiety can't start overeating, and it feels well because the body is physically satisfied, so the brain is not thinking anymore in the worries about his future. So the person relate this good feeling with yes, with the food. So she or he start to eat a lot of the higher level of this disorder is in men, not in women. The person feels a lot of distress before she or he starts to overeat, and the person can't have obesity after that, and a lot of disease like heart problems or hypertension. Um, by the time the person realizes she or he had a problem, or the person around them realize, the person would have gained a lot of weight, and maybe she or she will have had obesity already. So this addiction becomes in something terribly dangerous for the health, not only in a psychological way. As people said, moderation is in all things, not because food is something good, it doesn't mean it couldn't be something wrong like an obsession, that is the eating disorder. So the second disorder is bulimia nervosa, and it's so related with the before disorder because the bulimia is about two parts. The first one is the binge, that is overeating, and the second is the purge, when the person feels a lot of guilty because he or she lost the control over what they are eating, so they try to fix that guilty feeling with an inadequate activity that is called purging. So the purging can be throwing up or using laxatives or over exercising. When the person self-induce vomiting, the person feel he is in charge, not only with the vomiting, or with every inadequate action that the person is doing to um, to fix the overeating. So is related with anxiety disorders because the person feels a lot of distress before doing that, and the people usually deny what they are going through because they don't want people know they lost his control about what and how much they eat. Um, so by the time I end my major, I will have seen a lot of these disorders. I will have intervened a lot in this because um, the next 2 semesters I will have my practice, and I will have bit work. I will be working in a psychological center. So nowadays this problem is so usually, so it's so probably that I uh, can have access to that. These disorders are growing in numbers because the social variables like social media, the image that government or men are posting about what means be in shape. So people sometimes uh, don't achieve good working out, so they start these inadequate actions. The person could have dental problems because they are throwing up a lot. After in one day, the person can throw up a lot of times, like maybe 5, because it depends on how much beans they practice, and also is related with heart problems. As people say, when it rains, it pours, because it starts with a simple problem with anxiety that it could be controlled, but the person don't ask for help, and it becomes in a big problem because it starts with a eating disorder and then with physical problems. So the last disorder is anorexia nervosa, and is the first weight gains, and due that they are starving themselves. When the person is looking himself in the mirror, they are not looking at real image, they are looking at distorted image of themselves, because even when they are so slim, like just the bones, they are not looking that, they are looking they are fat. So they start to over exercising and eat less. By the time the person lost a lot of weight, it would have start healthy a lot of healthy problems like dehydration and problems. If this disorder is usually more common in women, so they start to have problems with their menstrual cycles. Um, as a society, we need to hold our horses, and we need to start thinking about what is going on here. And for that, we need to learn what are the signs. So by the time we have a person in front of us, we will have realized the signs, and we can help her or him. So people don't talk about the elephant in the room that represents the eating disorder, but now is the time to start talking about them and start knowing more about it, because young people, young adults, and people uh, every day younger, it start to have these problems. So it's so important have the knowledge. Um, because a biological predisposition and a social and emotional variables can become in the perfect store to be to have an eating disorder, and gain or lose weight so fast, and it represents danger in our health. People with eating disorder, as other psychological disorders, don't ask for help. So we need to identify their signs at and offer our help to that close people that we have. People still have a lot of stereotypes to go to a psychologist, but we need to break it away and start thinking about a psychologist as a mental doctor that is looking after our mental and psychological and emotional health as in other illness. Yes, as other illness. So the person that is having this needs a person that is stay by his side. Everyone needs someone, so we need to try to be that person when someone needs. So yes, this is my opinion about the article and the eating disorders. Thanks.